Hey guys, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is kind of overdue because this collection I purchased some pieces from has been out for a minute and I have had a hard time tracking it down, and that is the Wonder Woman collection by Revlon. So I actually went on kind of like a self mission to several different Walgreens around my area, as well as Target and Ulta, to no success. My mom and I then later went to a CVS where I did find some pieces, but the stand was maybe like yay big on top of a shelf and it was very picked over, hardly anything left. So I kind of forgot about it. And then while my husband and I were at Walmart the other day, they had an entire display for the Revlon collection, in addition to a separate display kind of in the toy aisle for kids with t-shirts, of which I got this one. And I actually ended up cutting off the sleeves because I kind of liked the more edgy style that it gave. And dolls for little girls. I believe there was a blanket, some books. It was really cool to see such a selection of Wonder Woman items because I feel like this movie has been hyped about, but with COVID-19, of course, theaters have remained closed. So we were kind of hyped about it, and then it went away. So I'm really excited to see some things kind of coming into stores. Anyway, so I was able to get a couple pieces of the collection. Definitely not everything was available. Namely, the eyeshadow palette was something I was very interested in and could not find. But to be honest, I now have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. And again, for somebody who doesn't do makeup every day, it's probably not necessary for me to have as many as I do. So it's actually probably a good thing that I didn't find the eyeshadow palette. But I did find some other really core pieces like mascara and liner that I'm going to walk through with you guys today. And we're going to put it on my face and try it, and I'm super excited. Oh my gosh. They had these too. These Sweet Tarts and Golden Ropes. So Abel picked these up for himself and I forgot they were in the bag. Sorry, Annie. You'll get those later tonight. Okay, so I ended up getting 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So still quite a bit, like I said, even though I was not able to find the eyeshadow palette. So I'll go ahead and just show you first the mirror, because I think the mirror is beautiful. This is just a traditional compact mirror, and when you pop it open, I believe that there is a, let's see, let me actually read the back so I don't give you misinformation. It is a 3 times and a regular. So you've got a regular and a zoomed in, which is really nice. The regular is on the top and the zoomed in is on the bottom. I just really liked the sleek look, the classic Revlon red with the Wonder Woman logo across the front. I thought it was very timeless and would be easy to put in my bag, either my purse or my bag for school. Next thing I got was the 861 Mighty Mocha shade for the So Fierce vinyl eyeliner, and this is a long wearing gel. Guys, I'm very southern now apparently. Long wearing gel, glossy, waterproof. And what was interesting is the display for the Wonder Woman stuff had almost like 2 sides. So the left side was what was kind of being targeted towards Diana or Wonder Woman, so it was a lighter side of makeup. And then on the left, the right, I haven't had breakfast this morning yet, in case anybody can't tell. My brain is like shutting down. One side had the Diana side, one side had the main protagonist, who I know nothing of. I don't know DC Comics as well as I should. I just love Wonder Woman from the first movie, but I'm not an original like comic book or Wonder Woman fan, but I do know that she is a villain from the comic books, and she's played by Kristen Wiig, who I have loved since I've seen her in Ghostbusters and a ton of other movies. But so all of her collection was kind of a darker side, darker colors, darker pigments. So it was kind of cool to see. So I think the Mighty Mocha was for her, Wonder Woman, and then they had a mystery midnight one for the antagonist, Cheetah. I'm gonna stop talking now because Okay, Next up is the 703 Blackened Brown So Fierce Mascara. I prefer brown tone mascaras because as a blonde, my eyelashes are very light. So it usually to me looks too striking when I have black mascara on. I like it to be natural. And so the brown I think helps with that. This is what I got for an eye color in substitution for the actual palette that I'm really excited to play with. And it is the Color Stay Glaze Stick in the color 872 Gilt. There was another shade, it was kind of like a sapphire blue, but I thought that this gold color would be more versatile and something that I would be more prompted to wear with my everyday than a blue. And then I did get 2 lipsticks. So the first one that I got was in 002 Super Heroine and 005 Justice for All. The Super Heroine is a matte where the Justice for All is a cream. I think there were maybe 6 to 8 different colors, some of which I really liked, but again were colors that were maybe too out of my comfort zone or something I knew I wouldn't wear unless for very specific looks. So I tried to pick things that I thought I could incorporate into my wardrobe for when I do my makeup pretty easily. So those were all of the pieces that I got. And now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and like get them all out of their packaging. And we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sit right here. I'm not gonna move you into my bathroom like I've done in previous times because I feel like just, bathroom lighting is not the most ideal. So hopefully the natural light in here is just better, and I'll just use this compact to see what I'm doing. But I'm gonna go ahead and take everything out and we'll go ahead and do a look. I'm super excited. Okay, I went ahead and got a couple other things from my collection in the bathroom just so I had what I would consider like a full face ready. So I have my NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh 8-hour spray. I have my MAC Studio Fix powder, translucent powder in NC20, and my Aladdin by MAC Always One Jump Ahead powder blush that is a very gold toned blush. I have never used this as blush. I've always used this as a highlight. I was very tempted to grab my ColourPop Cosmetics, I believe it's the Anna gold glitter, but I feel like I use my gold glitter with a lot of these looks, so I wanted to pull this instead, which is still a gold shimmer but not so chunky, because I'm going to try to maybe do this as maybe a more wearable everyday look. And then finally I have my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Refill brow pencil, because I love that, and then just some brushes to kind of set everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I just want to talk to you guys while I do this too, because I like these kind of like sitting and chatty doing my makeup videos. So I'm going to use my compact, as I said, to kind of allow me to see what I'm doing. I feel like that's going to be the most helpful, but I'm going to first do my prime. So give me a second. Okay. So are you guys excited to see Wonder Woman was the first question that I had for you. I'm really excited. As I said, I am not an original like comic book fan of hers just because I never read comics as a kid, but I loved the first movie. Wonder Woman is my husband's favorite, I think, female hero or heroine. So also his love of her kind of fell onto me. So I think that that's really cool that we share that. We both really love her. Compact ready. I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyes because I feel like that's a pretty easy place to start. I am using, as I said, the Silky Shimmer eyeshadow. What my hope was with this is that I did bring a little shader brush if I need to do any blending, but I'm hoping that I can just kind of use this almost easily and just kind of either use this side to blend it or rub it in with my finger because I'm wanting to do a really easy makeup look. My other question for you guys is, are you a comic book Wonder Woman fan? Like, have you loved her since the comics? Are you, I'm gonna use the zoomed in side so I can see. Are you a fan of hers because of the movies? Kind of where did your fandom come from? I'm curious to know. Oh my goodness, guys, this is a beautiful gold. Holy smokes. And it's going on so easy because it's a cream, like a cream eyeshadow stick. Oh, I really like that. Oh, I love that. Okay, cool. I'm very happy with this. And I'm just gonna do my lid. I'm not gonna, or you know, my lid and my crease. I'm not gonna bring it up too high. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so I'm curious to know if you've been a fan of her since the comics or if you are a newfound fan like myself. Because I always find that kind of stuff interesting. And then another question that I had that I'd love to read your answers in the comments. Ooh, I love this. Sorry, I'm talking and I just really, really like this shadow stick. That is so cool. I love that. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. So I had watched, guys, a movie on Hulu, and I'm blanking on the name right now, so I'll insert a caption right here with the title. But it essentially is a... Somebody's calling me. My phone is ringing. Because now my secret's out of my ringtone. You will lose your heartache. Uno momento. It was spam. Rude. I was watching a movie on Hulu. As I said, I don't remember the title. I'll insert it there in the caption. But it is essentially a backstory of the people, namely the husband and wife duo who wrote Wonder Woman, like Wonder Woman's origin story, basically. And it is this man and this woman, this married duo, as I said, and they are in education. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe that she's a professor at a university, or he's a professor at a university. Maybe they both are. Anyway, the gentleman takes on a student intern, and then they end up having essentially a 3-person relationship where the husband and wife take her in and she becomes part of that relationship, which I think is so interesting because at that time, especially, you know, the time that this movie was set in and when Wonder Woman was written, it is not 2020. So I just don't think like the acceptance was there, and they faced a lot of hardship because of it. But then also you get to see like how Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, or her golden rope, came to be, and that was because the couple, it's not called a couple because there's 3 of them, the people in the relationship are also very much into very light, very, I would say, very classy, or, you know, it's not, it's bondage essentially, but it's not violent. It's very light, and it really was just done around the hands and the wrists. They didn't do anything crazy, but it just like blew my mind to see how these people and their love, and eventually children, he ended up having children with both his wife and the other woman. They all were able to like live in one house and have one family, and even well after he passed away, the 2 women still lived together and raised their children and loved each other. And I mean, it was just an amazing backstory, and just to have no concept of any of that, and to how Wonder Woman came to fruition. And he included a lot of that in his comics, and he was being criticized, saying that he was encouraging violence or encouraging bondage and all of these things. And it just was a trip. It was a trip, guys. Okay, so here is the eyeshadow done. It is very simple. I literally just did the stick across my lid up into the crease a little bit, and then I used a shader brush to kind of blur the edges. But I am in love with it because as a teacher, or just every day, this is something that I can do very, very quickly on my own and have it be a, you know, a really nice look for not a lot of work, right? So I'm loving that. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this eyeliner. Y'all, I cannot do eyeliner. But I want to try. I want to try maybe just to do just a little bit of a wing situation. So we'll see how that game goes, because I'm not so great at it. Oh, and it's very dark, so you have to be very gentle. And if you can hear like yard work outside, they're currently redoing. Do you like I just jumped back to the interior of my eye because I'm like, oh, I'm not sure what I'm doing. They're working out there, but they're also like repaving the driveways. So everyone in my whole neighborhood has had to park not in their own driveway. They've had to park like out in the front of their homes. It's just been a cluster. It's not been good. I might have to do this off camera, because if it's a surprise to anybody, I don't know what I'm doing. What I will say is it glides on so nice. It's a very easy to use product, very smooth. I just don't know what I'm doing. So, you know, it just takes me a little bit. And it's having to go over the gold. So it is a little blurred, if that's the right word I want to use. Oh goodness, I went too high. Yeah, I think I went too high. Oh no. I do like it though. I really like the color. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of TLC, a little bit of fixing off camera, and then I'll come back on with the mascara and the lipsticks and the my highlight and stuff. So this video is gonna be a little bit choppy. I apologize, but I'll be right back. All right, did a little TLC. It turned out okay. I just know better, you know, more. I should know more better about myself that I really struggle with eyeliner, so maybe not the time and place to play with it is on camera, but I think it still came out really cute. I'm just having to touch up some of the gold, because when I wiped off the edges, I pulled off a little bit of the gold. So just doing that real quickly. But I do really like it. It says it's a vinyl liner. So what I did notice is it is thick, or on, you know, the thicker side. So I think if you're confident with your eyeliner, that won't be an issue for you. But I think that for me, because then it was not as precise, that did make it a little more difficult to use. But I'm still excited that I have it and I want to play with it a little bit more. But just maybe not on camera. All right, moving on. Staying with the eyes, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows because I can do that very quickly. Brows, I do know how to do. I do not need help with my brows. I also feel like my lighting is going in and out, so I apologize if it's looking like there is a fluff on my eyebrow. There we go. Looking like darker or lighter in here. That is kind of a downside to using natural light, is, you know, it comes and goes. So I think I asked all of my Wonder Woman questions and kind of said my piece on that. But in regards to that Hulu movie that I watched, I just think it's so fascinating. But I am very excited, as I mentioned, for the movie to come out. And I really like that a lot of these makeup collections, or rather makeup brands, are producing these makeup collections for people. Like my Frozen and Aladdin and all of these Harry Potter friends. I have a lot of really fun makeup pieces to represent my favorite shows and movies, and I think that that is another way for me to really get involved in makeup. I think that was very smart for them to do. They know that if people like Wonder Woman in the movie, they might be prompted to want to play with some makeup to recreate looks from the movie, or just definitely, you know, collector's pieces for themselves. So I think that that is brilliant on their part. And then it's just really fun. Super excited by it. All right, brows are on. I am going to do a little bit of highlight. As I said, this is my own product, or, you know, the Aladdin. And this has a mirror in it, so I don't need to hold my Wonder Woman one for a second. Just gonna do a quick little of that. Take it up here a little bit, like a contour. I just love the look of this. I got a little too much right there. Let's blend that in a bit. I think it's a really nice, realistic gold. You know, it's definitely wearable. Like I said, I really wanted to use my glitter, but I feel like I use my glitter a lot, and that's definitely not as wearable. I wouldn't wear that glitter to work, but I would definitely wear this. Granted, my face is going to be covered by a mask, so there's that, but I love that. Realize I'm probably blocking you guys so you can't see what I'm doing, so that's real helpful. I feel like this side has more on it. I always have a hard time with that too, like finding symmetry. Like I feel like I get way more on one side than the other. But I guess just like your eyebrows, your cheeks are sisters, not twins too, right? Okay. I really like that though. Cute. All right. I'm not gonna actually well, I'll just do a quick dusting of powder. And then I'm gonna do lips. Mascara I'll do off camera, but then this is pretty much the finished look. So like I said, I mean, it's definitely a very subtle kind of makeup look, but I like that because that's what I would normally do. But I think what's fun about this collection also, especially if you have the eyeshadow palette, there's a lot of really 80s kind of inspired blues and pinks and stuff in there. So you can really build the colors and make your look more, you know, bold or more subtle. Just depends on what you want. And I am breaking out horribly. Thank you, masks. I don't appreciate it. I think I'm gonna have to go with a red lip because I'm wearing the red t-shirt. It would be wrong not to. I love this packaging, by the way. The Wonder Woman W on the end of the lipstick tube. I cannot. Oh my goodness, that was really stuck on there. That was not messing around. Oh, what's going on in my face? What's going on with my face? There we go. Dry skin. That's why I gotta wear lotion, people. Oh, it's kind of sheer. Oh, there we go. Maybe I just needed to put a little more oomph in it. Oh, there we go. Now I'm not using a liner or anything of that sort. So the edges probably have, you know, some cleaning up to do, but cute. like this one side of my Cupid's bow is not matching the other. I really like that though. All right, as I said, I'll do my mascara off camera because y'all don't want to see me struggle with my mascara, I don't think. But that's a look. I am super happy with it. I think it came out really cute. I'm gonna go take some pictures and eat some of Abel's Sweet Tarts ropes before he gets his hands on them. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope I don't have lipstick on my teeth. I'm having fun with these makeup videos, genuinely, even though I'm not a makeup person here on YouTube. I've really been having fun playing with it, so I hope you are liking it as much as I am. If you have any comments or questions, whatever, you guys know, just leave them down in the comment box below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't, so you can check out all of the videos that I post, whether it is makeup or Universal or SeaWorld or Disney or being a teacher. I mean, it's all kinds of crazy stuff going on right now. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.